Hey, this is Time Bomb, and if it's your first time checking out the channel, hit that subscribe button to catch all the updates. Thanks a lot for joining me today. I'm going to break down my 3-4 cover 4 defense, which I think is one of the best defenses in the game. I'm just using the New England Patriots playbook, but you got the same 3-4 in like every playbook, and especially this play that I'm going to use, the cover 4 drop show 2, which was of course so popular last year, but this year you haven't heard too much about it. I'm going to show you a few different setups that I think you could pretty much stop every offense in the game with, and I'm going to show you the setups that I use to do this. Okay, so first of all, just right off the bat, why is this defense so good? It's because of the run fits. It's versatile. The safeties are going to play the run a lot better than in any other defense. So if you even want, help like that, generally to start the game off, all I'm going to do is put them into cloud flats by hitting the Y button down on the right stick, Y button up on the right stick. So then we've got them in cloud flats. I'll push the R button and up on the left stick to spread them out. And then the last thing that I might do is press Y and left on the left stick to show blitz, and also press Y and LB to play sticks just in case. And I might also press that right bumper to spread these linebackers back a bit as well still, and then manually move my CBs back. And this is just a good versatile little thing. And you might say, hey, whoa, that took way too long, but let me just go back to the default thing, base line, show blitz, it's click over there, move them back up, like it can all happen pretty quick actually, and I'm already in it, and that's all you need to do. I usually like to use this guy right here and just see what the defense is going to do, see what the offense is going to bring against me, because I know if they run it, I should generally have a pretty good run fit. Oh, he does find the hole, but we close it pretty quick. He's able to get 5 yards. I wasn't able to shoot the gap very well. I think generally we should do better than that though. Oh, baseline. We got a couple guys over on that side. Baseline. Play the sticks. I think guys in. We're gonna show the blitz here again. Takes forever for the A to play anything. Okay, they're gonna run it. And look at that, he's not gonna get anywhere. Wow, he did get somewhere, but he got shut down in the backfield still. So that's the basic set. The next thing that you can do if you want a bit more coverage is, again, I'll base a line, put them into cloud flats, but I'll hit the Y button twice, and then hit the Y button again, and hit Y to put my middle safety into an inside zone. Double tap Y again, put X into a deep half by hitting the right on the right stick. Double tap Y again, hit B, put him into a deep half, and then I'll end up usering my other safety, and that just gives me so much flexibility where he can use her anywhere behind any of these zones. If I think usually generally someone's going to send some sort of post or route headed developing across the field, so I'm looking to cover that and just support anyway. So I've made this cover 4 now look like a cover 3, and it's got those contained blitz players going with quarterback contains, rushing the quarterback default, so it gives you that help there. So you can see it's just a good defense right here where you just get to use your safety. We often have quick players there who are good to use her. So yeah, let's check how it goes against his AI if they ever want to snap the ball. Just drop him back to pass. I see it happening. Boom. They're going to knock him right in there. And see, once you've got this going too, if you know that they're going to pass, see, look how fast I can set that up. They're in cloud flats. You can also, blitz this guy right here, your linebacker, and then maybe put someone in the line into a hook zone to cover him. So it just gives a different look, and then you've got a hook zone over top still as well, and you can just back up the clouds if you need to, just whatever you got to do to help out against the pass, because once you start to recognize what kind of routes they're sending at you, what they're doing in different setups, then you can start to really shut it down. And wow, I didn't have anyone over the middle at all. I clearly did something wrong with my setup there. I must not have had him into a cloud. Or sorry, inside zone over the middle. Try that again. Okay. About 4 wide against us here. Oh, nearly gets the pick right there. Good job by the leads. But you see that coverage is in there for sure. And you can just go, if you know for sure they're not passing, you can go crazy. You can send, look at all those hook zones and spies, get your clouds over there, and then behind it, put your deep halves, and then you can just user over on this side. You could man him up on like the halfback or whatever you think it's a wheel route, just whatever you think can happen. User over on this side of the field. It just gives you so much versatility in what you want to do with a cover 4 with a play like this. I'm generally usering here. I think he's probably not going to pass on me. If you do get into a situation where you have 2 guys only rushing the quarterback, you can put your user into a blitz so that it tricks the game into thinking that you're rushing 3 and won't give you the weak box penalty, so that your guys won't get pancaked. So that's one way that I avoid that, even if I am only really sending 2 people at the quarterback. Oh, almost gets that big AI pick. See, right there, I would expected was that Hicks to make that play. He was right there for it. That's really all you can ask. Now, the last setup that I do is I'm going to put them into the cloud flat the same way, but I double tap RB and put A into a deep middle, and then I double tap Y and man him up on either Allign or Jones, whoever I think is going to be basically running a crossing route, and then I'll double tap Y, hit A, and man him up on the other side of the field against the wide out. So I'm looking at Brown or Gronkowski, and I get this cross man on the field, and then I'm going to user this hook zone here in the middle of the field. You can, if you feel like it, you can send, him into a hook zone as well, just give you a little extra support, or you can, and then if you're worried about getting pancaked, you can again put your user into a blitz where you're still not going to actually rush the quarterback. You're just going to be usering over the middle of the field, checking out. So basically, whoever you man up should be covered if they are developing across the field on any routes there. You just have to look for, in this case, Jones. If he goes deep, then I know my deep zone on the right side of the field should be able to cover him. But if he starts to cross over to the left side of the field, then I'm going to have to cover him. But I have my linebacker. He's going to be covering the middle of the field in that deep blue. I can also put my CBs into deep halves to get a bit better coverage if I want, but they might not play the sidelines as well. So that's something to consider depending what my opponent's going to do to me. So I'm basically trying to be ready for anything here, keeping it kind of sticky what I'm going to do, and I didn't have anything underneath to really defend that short play there. So that is something to give up. That was dependent on my user really to note that. So I'm going to hit up Brown and Jones on the outside this time. I can get a little extra, I can send one guy really and spy if I really think he's going to pass against me, because it'll just give me so much coverage. And then as the play is happening, then I'll start tapping in on the right stick and send the pressure at him. Ooh, he sends a little screen to the side of the field. He's not going to get anywhere with that, though, with that much coverage out there. But generally, I think I'm, cross-manning the wideouts, getting cloud flats on the field, getting the deep zone, and then it's just basically on me to user over the middle of the field. I might get a little help with another hook zone, or maybe put a spy on there just in case if I think it's a mobile QB who's going to run on me. But generally, that's what I'm doing to shut down a lot of plays, just kind of flipping between these different coverages. And see, we stop the screen on the other side of the field. Just switching between these 3 coverages, sometimes it being a cover 4, sometimes a cover 3. It really does keep my opponent guessing. And it's I've had a ton of success doing this, actually. I've won a lot of my weekend league games in the last little bit running this. And yeah, people just don't see it coming. They see this cover 4 show 2 on the recent play, but it's just so modified and so different than any way that they're used to seeing it. They don't exactly know how to attack it, and when I switch up the way that I'm sending it, maybe send a little bit more pressure, switch to a cover 3 buck, just different plays outside of it, but generally staying in this cover 4, I'm able to stop the run, I'm able to stop the pass, I'm able, to get sacks, to get picks, get the ball back. It's definitely been a winning defense for me. So thanks a lot for, actually, before I go. No, I breaks that tackle. Oh, I can't make that tackle. Okay, we stop in the backfield there. So I got the gameplay footage here using my cover 4. I'm going to take a look at some of these different setups that I just showed you and in the gameplay footage. So the first one we see here is a very basic setup of the cover 3 backing it up, and he's going to run, and quickly we've got 3 guys closing in on him. We're able to stop that run in the backfield. Again, this time basic cover 4 with 1 blitzer coming in, the middle linebacker. We get quick sheds. We're able to blow up that run in the backfield. Now, again, this setup is happening really quick. I'm not quite able to see what it is, but it seems like the same cover 3 that we've been seeing. He rolls out. He's not able to find anyone as the pressure gets there so quickly. Now, here we go. This one's a lot of pressure coming. Seems like I'm adjusting, and we get it into that cover 4 that we're more used to, with a couple of men blitzing there in the middle as well. Another blitz here coming right from the side. We've got 3 men, it looks, coming in hot, and basically just trying to get some pressure as well with the cover 3 behind it. And we kind of get a looping blitz kind of coming in there this time, and eventually that heat is going to get in against it. This time as well, we're seeing the cover 4 with a couple people blitzing in close. Again, I'm always modifying to that contained blitz, and it helps to get this pressure in there. He's got to throw the ball away. This time we're seeing a lot of coverage, I think I'm going to get into here. So we've just got very little pressure coming. So we've just got 4 guys blocking, but look at all the coverage that I have. No room for those routes. 2 men there trying to make tries to hit one of them, but I'm able to knock that ball down. He doesn't come up with a catch. Again, here I see I've got 2 men on the line dropping into coverage and a spy. And again, he's got 3 blockers doing nothing. And still, look at this. I'm going to send in the spy. No one's going to pick him up, even though he's got 4 guys standing there. I'm able to make this pick with my cloud flat down low. It's just silly. Like, you don't even need to send anyone. Basically, they're just useless, and you still can get pressure in there late with the spy. So again, here he's rolling out. I'm giving him lots of time, but shutting down everything, so then when he does put one up, we're able to get over there, click on, and get an interception. So again, it's just shutting down. It shuts down. When you get into those passing situations, you can get a pick by just putting him into all this coverage, and just as long as if he's got a mobile quarterback, you're gonna need a spy to make sure that he doesn't get outside and run on you. But if he does throw it, there's a really high chance you're gonna have someone in position to make a pick, or if you get the pressure in there, they're gonna be able to, basically make the sack on him. So it's pretty hilarious how well this can work, and people just aren't used to seeing it. They haven't adjusted to it. They might try to playmaker someone up with that much time, but you can get over, click on, make a good user play to get the stop. Now, here specifically where I like using those manned up setups that I showed you, where I'm manning up the safeties on specific players, is a situation like this, where we've got halfback fake screen wheel, which is like a really common meta play. You see, I'm going to leave my left center back in his deep blue, right center back in a blue, and put my middle linebacker into a deep blue to help out there. And the safeties are going to be manned up on the inside receiver and the one next to him there. So I'm just basically allowing the cloud flat to get underneath and help out on the wheel route of the running back, and he's just basically got nothing. Everything's manned up or it's covered, so when he does try to get out there and throw that, the pressure gets in against him. So I'm just sending 3 men, and again here, see that cloud, same setup. He's going to get in there to make that pick if he tries to make that throw too early. So boom, you can shut down the meta with this play simply by manning up the right people. So in this next one, we see here that they're going to come against us using, another really common one here, the halfback wheel. Now I'm using the same principles, but you see I'm just manning up different people. See on the cross man here, I'm going across different people. I've only got 1 man rushing the quarterback, and I've got a spy, an extra hook zone, and just basically because those routes are just the post route going over the middle and that inside route, they're both shut down. He tries to go deep to the post, we shut that down. So we can just lock down every route with his defense. Once you get into the game and you start to see what your opponent is throwing at you, you start to see which one of these defenses you're going to need to rely on a bit more. You give them a second look, you blitz occasionally to bring in some pressure, keep them guessing, and you've got to shut down cover 4 defense. So this is pretty much all you need to use. Maybe another blitz player or two to mix it up and keep it spicy, and you've got yourself a great defense early on in Madden 19. So thanks a lot for checking out this video. I've been Tom Bomb, and I'll catch you guys later.